The School of Physical and Mathematical Sciences offers a wide range of programs to suit your specific needs. Join us as we embark on a journey into the world of research and learning together.
Learn how to stay safe in your adventure in SPMS.
Welcome to SPMS. Every laboratory has risks. Always be prepared for the experiment that you will be conducting. Familiarize yourself with the location and the use of various fire safety equipment and emergency facilities when you first enter the laboratory.
Ensure that you possess the necessary licenses to operate equipment such as high-powered lasers and ultrasonic baths. Risk assessments must always be conducted before the commencement of any researches and experiments, and remember to stay alert at all times.
Check with your supervisor or seniors if there's anything you're unsure of. Lone working in the laboratory is not permitted. When you're working in the laboratory, there must be a second person in the same room or in the area where he or she is able to see.
Covered footwear and long pants must be worn in the lab. Open-toe footwear such as slippers are not allowed. Long hair must be tied up. Food and drinks should not be brought into the laboratory or chemical storage areas. Personal protective equipment such as lab coat, goggles, or gloves should be taken off before proceeding to the student area or toilet. In case of an emergency, these are the hotlines that you can call. Or you can report to the NTU Medical Center, which is located at the University Health Service Building beside the Student Services Center. Remember, enjoy learning but play safe. First aid kits are readily available in all labs and offices.
Make use of all the items in the kit to prevent further workplace injuries.
Remember to inform your school safety officer and supervisor before taking or injured personnel to the medical center.
Remember to make a report online using the Incident and Investigation Reporting form. So, where's the first aid kit?
It's there!
The first aid kit shall be
More accessible,
be checked regularly.
And bear the list of appointed first aiders.
So let's open it up. Over here, we have the triangular bandages, scissors, and torchlight.
down here we have the crepe bandages in 10 cm and 5 cm, a scotch tape, and a pair of latex gloves.
Here we have the swabs, sterile wash, eye pad, and eye shield.
And lastly, we have the plasters and the one-way resuscitation mask.
And that's all we have in the first aid kit. Remember, enjoy learning, play safe.
If a chemical splashes into your eye, time is of the essence.
Ah, my eye!
Go to the nearest Eyewash station. Press the handle or push the flap to activate the water. Rinse your hands for 5 seconds to get rid of any stagnant water before running your eye directly into the stream of water.
Keep your eyes open using your fingers to open your eyelids. Roll your eyes from left to right and up and down to ensure the water flushes all areas of your eyes. Rinse for at least 15 minutes to ensure the chemicals are diluted and all chemicals are rinsed out of your eye. Are you okay? If you have contact lenses in your eyes, you can gently take them out while you're flushing. Do not delay the flushing just to take your lenses out, but make sure to take them out because they could trap chemicals in your eyes. Does you have contact lenses on?
After flushing your eyes with the eye wash, proceed to the NTU Medical Center to determine if further medical treatment is required. Don't forget to report the incident to your school safety officer, as well as make an online incident report. Guys, remember, enjoy learning,
Play safe.
By the way, there's a second type of eye wash where you just need to uncap the cap and push the lever. Remember, enjoy learning, play safe.
Guys, Guys, I spilled chemical on my shirt. Help!
In the event of a large chemical spill, get under an emergency shower immediately.
Pull the lever and flush for at least 15 minutes. Remove all affected clothing.
And it is advisable to have an extra set of clothing with you while working in the research lab.
Before entering any laboratories, take note of the warning sign at the entrance.
Personal protective equipment such as lab coat, safety goggles and safety gloves must be worn in the laboratory as they are hazardous chemicals. Do take note that safety goggles must be worn at all times, not just during your experiment, but even when you're writing your own notebook. But wait, what about operating high-powered lasers? Let me show you. So you must be wondering, what is this? During the operation of any high-powered lasers of class 3B and above, laser safety goggles must be worn at all times. Got it? Then, let's go back. Lastly, do make sure that your gloves has no holes and do not wash your lab coat at home. If you need a new one, get it from the CBC store.
Do take note of the dress code. You must wear covered shoes and long pants.
Open-toe footwear and slippers and high heels are not allowed.
Long pants with holes, leggings, shorts or bermudas are not allowed to be worn.
And long hair must be tied. Hey Jen!
Risk assessment must also be conducted via the online workplace risk assessment system before any experiments or researches.
Oh, and remember, enjoy learning,
Play safe.
Keep your hands away from your face, eyes, mouth and body while handling chemicals. Food and drinks should never be brought into the laboratory or chemical storage area.
Smoking is strictly prohibited in the laboratory. Also, never use laboratory glassware for eating or drinking purposes.
Do not apply cosmetics while in the laboratory. After removing your gloves, wash your hands with soap before leaving the laboratory.
Remove your gloves before touching any door handles, keyboards, or lift buttons. Also, remove any personal protective equipment such as the goggles and lab coat before proceeding to the student area.
And if you are pregnant, please inform your supervisor. Remember, stop doing research. So guys, enjoy learning.
Play safe.
Use only electrical appliances or products that come with the Singapore Safety Mark. The Singapore Safety Mark is the approval mark under the Consumer Protection Safety Requirements Regulations. Unapproved plugs and unauthorized power sockets are not allowed to be used at all times.
Never overload power socket outlets. Do not use electrical cables that have damaged wiring or damaged insulation. And always remember to switch off appliances after use. And remember, enjoy learning.
Play safe.
When you hear the first alarm with a short bell ring and an announcement, stop whatever you're doing, stand by and be alert and get ready to evacuate.
Should there be an actual emergency, you will hear a second alarm with a continuous bell, followed by an evacuation announcement. Follow the instructions of appointed fire warden and other emergency personnel and evacuate to the nearest assembly area via the nearest fire exit immediately.
In the case of a fire, do not panic. Shout "Fire! Fire!" Locate the nearest fire call point. Activate the alarm by using a sharp object or your finger to activate the call point.
Inform NTU Campus Security at 6790-5200 and inform your school safety officer. Proceed to fight the fire only if it's safe to do so. Follow procedure fast. Pull, aim, squeeze, sweep. However, do not fight the fire if it gets out of control or if you are not confident in doing so.
Alert everyone in the lab and evacuate to the assembly area in an orderly manner via the nearest emergency exit. Follow the instructions of any appointed fire wardens or other emergency response personnel.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Remember, do not use the lift.
Emergency situation. Will all occupants please evacuate
Remain at the assembly area and do not return to the building until you are told it is safe to do so.
And remember, enjoy learning,
Play safe.
Fire blankets are used to smolder a person on fire and can be found around the labs, such as this. And how do you use it? Firstly, wrap the blanket around the person below the neck level. Secondly, wrap it around him firmly but not too tightly to prevent any choking. And lastly, ensure that there's no holes, pockets or openings to prevent any reignition.
Fire!
Whoa!
Fire! Help! Fire!
So, wrap it around him below the neck level. Wrap it firmly but not too tightly, and ensure that there's no openings to prevent any reignition. Remember, enjoy learning, play safe.
Help! Hurry! Fire! Fire! Help!
Help! Help!
Guys, I got 5 extinguisher here.
How do you use it?
First, keep a distance from the fire. Use the PASS method. 1. Pull. Pull the pin to break the seal. 2. Aim. Aim the nozzle at the base of the fire.
3. Sweep. Squeeze the handle to release the extinguishing agent. And 4. Sweep. Sweep from side to side at the base of the fire until the fire appears to be out.
Okay, I got it.
If the fire reignites, repeat steps 2 to 4. Remember, do not fight a fire if the fire appears to be out of control or if you're not confident to do so. Evacuate immediately via the nearest emergency exit.
So remember, enjoy learning, play safe. Before operating any high-power lasers of class 3B and above, users have to apply for the necessary laser equipment and user licenses before they are allowed to operate them. Users have to be aware of the risks involved and conduct risk assessment prior to operating the lasers. All users shall receive the necessary trainings provided by their supervisors with regards to proper operation and safe handling of the lasers before he or she is allowed to operate them. They are then required to complete the SPMS online laser safety module that's available in NTU Learn. So, during operation of the high-power lasers class 3B and above, the laser in operation warning light at the entrance will be turned on.
Laser working area is enclosed with black curtains and surrounded by laser safety barriers.
Users are required to put on laser goggles as provided.
So, enjoy learning, play safe.
Consider all chemicals to be hazardous unless you are otherwise instructed. It is important to read out all the information as provided in the safety data booklet of the chemicals that you will be working with. This will inform you of all the hazards and precautions which you should be aware of.
Know what chemicals you're handling. Always read the labels of a bottle twice before handling the contents of the bottle. Each and every bottle and container is labelled with a GHS logo and label according to the content of the bottle. Additionally, never point a heated test tube or glassware at yourself or your neighbour.
Also, be mindful, all chemical-related research or experiments should be done within the fuel hood itself. Oh, if you're wondering about unused chemicals, follow me. All unused chemicals or solvents will be placed in the solvent cabinet right here. Wait, is that a spill?
Clear up all spillage with the chemical spill kit. Before you touch the contamination, make sure that your hands are protected by wearing gloves. Firstly, use the solvent pad to clear up the contamination on the floor. Secondly, use tongs to pick up the spill pad and place it into this bag. Throw in the tongs as well since that's contaminated. Next, place a label on the bag and send it to the CBC store for disposal.
Lastly, not to forget, report the spillage to your school safety officer as well as the online incident form.
When transporting chemicals, use the correct transportation technique. When transporting one bottle, use a secondary containment. When transporting more than one bottle, use a trolley.
Dispose different waste into the correct waste containers. When in doubt, always ask.
So remember, enjoy learning,
Play safe.
All incidents, accidents, or occupational diseases must be reported. So, what are the steps in making a report?
Firstly, report the incident or accident to your school safety officer and your supervisor. Secondly, make an online report via the NTU Online Incident Investigation and Reporting form.
Incident reporting will enable the school's safety committee to be aware of the incident or accident, thus carrying out an investigation to determine both the immediate and root causes.
Necessary control measures will then be applied, making sure that any similar incidents or accidents can be prevented.
Incident reporting is also a requirement under the Workplace Safety and Health Act regulation.